Shadow here.
And Chemix.
Alright, this is our second attempt at this, because we got off topic too much last time. The game we'll be reviewing is Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Yeah, sorry about that. Opening up some Pringles.
Do you always have to shove food in your mouth?
Yes.
Whatever. Let's get on to this. Alright. First, we will talk about the gameplay. Gameplay is good.
Pretty good, yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not Sonic. It's not like Sega. I have a question, Chemix.
Shoot.
What happened from the transfer from Sega to Nintendo with the speed? What happened to the speed after the transfer?
They probably had to keep up with 3D graphics. 2D graphics they could have kept up with, but 3D graphics, yeah.
I guess you're right. Oh well. But it still sucks that it's not as fast as it was. The cutscenes, the animation in them is good for 3D and GameCube of its time.
Yeah, this is an old game.
Oh, not that old. Let's see, you talk while I try to figure out the year. It says on the case.
Well, this is a pretty solid Sonic game, considering how old it is, and it was originally
For Dreamcast.
Yeah, they completely remade it, stuff like that, so that it could be ported onto the GameCube with its graphics. And it was pretty good for its time, as Shadow said. But yeah, this is a solid Sonic game if you're ever looking into the GameCube Sonic games.
Yeah, we definitely recommend this. It says that Sega, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Sonic Adventure are either registered trademarks or trademarks of the Sega Corporation 2000-2001. Sega Sonic Team, all rights reserved. Whatever.
Yeah, it's probably
But
2001.
I guess it's talking about copyright.
Yeah, probably like 2000, 2001.
Yeah, well. Now, another thing we're going to talk about is the voice actors. Now, in my opinion, and I'm sure in Chemix's opinion, now, what we're about to say, we are not, I repeat, are not trying to spark up the Sonic fan war with the voice actors. Everyone has a right to their own opinion for voices. There's people who like Jeff Dunnan, there's people like Jason Griffin. But I personally don't like either of them. I like the original voice. Julian White, I believe that's pronounced. That's my favorite voice. Whether they can keep him, I don't know. Alright, here is Sonic's voice. 3, 2.
Sigma Alpha 2 heading due south over the city.
This is just retarded military people talking right now.
You on radar. Report cargo status of captured Hedgehog aboard. Over. That's a 10-4. Cargo secured on board and... What? Hedgehog is gone. Picking out everyone aboard and... What's wrong? Over. Freeze! What do you think you're doing? Get that Hedgehog!
I love how they tell him to freeze. Here's Sonic's voice. Well, that was Sonic's voice. Let me get out of this gameplay to the scene selection. Well, first of all, let's talk about the music. For the first level, it has very good songs. Okay, no singing gimmicks.
Yeah, baby.
Where and how hard? Yeah, the music for the first stage is very good. It's got a nice beat to it. Now, which characters should we talk about first? Next, I mean.
How about Knuckles?
Alright, since he's next. And while we're talking about Knuckles, we'll be talking about Rouge also.
And let's not forget Robotnik.
Yeah, since they're all in the same scene.
What?
Oh, and here's Shadow.
It all starts with this. A jewel containing the ultimate power. That's the Chaos Emerald.
Alright, you can turn it down until it shows Knuckles. Now, while we're waiting for the Knuckles and Rouge and Robotnik, we'll talk about the story behind the hero side. There's multiple stories for each character. Sonic's story is
He was mistaken for Shadow.
Joy. Now, before we get any further, I have one dislike about the story.
It's the same thing about the Chaos Emeralds.
You're always saving the world with those Chaos Emeralds. When will they start a new story that does not involve the Emeralds?
Probably with the new Sonic RPG game that's coming up.
Hopefully. Alright, here's Knuckles, Rouge, and Robotnik.
Just let go. You just don't know where to get up, do you?
What are you talking about? That emerald's mine. You got that? The Master Emerald contains special powers that neutralize the energy of the
They
Chaos
have
Emerald.
Knuckles,
That
sure.
makes it very powerful. What the?
And here comes Robotnik.
Look who's calling good. I think it's following the signal from the emerald. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Master
you can
Emerald.
turn down. Now, Robotnik has a decent voice for who he is. I still like the original Robotnik.
From the old cartoon series.
The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. You can never go wrong with classic, in my book.
Yeah. The new Robotnik,
The Robotnik for the GameCube is okay. We personally have played the one for 360, but we'll get more into that in the next part. So, goodbye for now.
see you all later.